Things keep on happening. Let them happen. We can make happen with our efforts. Let us focus on that. Our seven daily sadhanas are the ones which we are trying to do, by which we will make happen our spiritual growth as much as our capacity, ability permits with the humble submissions to the divinity. Let us do the Vedic chanting. Let us do the Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharana. Let us do our common sense thought learning. Let us also do our Guru Parampara Smarana with Shanti Mantras. Let there be honest, hearty Sankalpa for the entire universe cosmos. Let also there be our chanting of Upanishad mantras just to be in touch with them, become familiar with them. And the most important one, studying the Upanishad with Sri Adi Shankara Bhashyam. Shwethashwathara Upanishad, the last chapter, last few mantras we are left to study with. Today, the 19th mantra will continue where Nishkalam Nirgunam Shantam. The Nishkalam Nishkriyam Shantam Niravadyam Niranjanam. That mantra in which the Paramatma Swarupa is given for us to deeply contemplate and realize in our own self. After this, just four more mantras. So, let Parabrahma Ishwara Jagannmata Devatagana Gurugana Shastragana Kripabhi on us because of all these efforts, and let our individuality also blossom in all the required ways so that at the Upada level, wherever, whenever, as long as we are present, we should be an asset useful for the universe, and let our Vyaktitva Vikasa should help us in our own Adhyatmika Vikasa Pragati. In today's Vedic chanting, friends, it is Narayana Eka Ishwara Sukta. That Eka Ishwara through Surya, we remember him and ask him to be with us to bless us. It is the Matrunama is the Rishi to whom it is revealed. Gandharva Apsarasas are the Devatas. Okay. In so many places, this mantra is chanted. So, it is Lord Surya from the Diloka helping the whole world by giving the Poshana, and is the one first to be worshipped by us, Vardi, and we have to do his stuti also. And the Guru, as if telling to the disciple, to that Surya, I am putting you in touch with. O Lord, in Surya, this person now is going to do your upasana every day, you staying in that Divisthana, keep blessing him. My request to you, salutations to you. So, in the same way, this Bhagavan Surya, who is such a bright, brilliant one, worthy of our worships daily, may he remove the krodha by all other devatas on us, which we otherwise deserve for whatever the mistakes we have done. May he give us all sorts of sukha comforts that Bhagavan Surya, who is the Gandharva, he is the Bhuvanapati, then he alone again worthy of our salutations, and he is the one who gets pleased with our upasana soon and blesses us. In the same way, this Bhagavan Surya with all his Shaktis, he is there. Hmm? Then these Shaktis come at the time of day to play with him, and the time of sunset they go back. Such various Shaktis may they bless also. Here the Shaktis named are the Apsarasas. Okay. Then, O clouds, O bright, brilliant lightnings, all these stars, be with this Gandharva Bhagavan Surya, come to us and bless us in various aspects. In the same way, all these Apsaras, Gandharva Patnis, Gandharvas, you be kind to us, bless us to be on the righteous path only. You have an energy or power also to delude us, distract us. Please do not do that. So, in this way, through Surya Bhagavan, the Paramatma is prayed to bless us with all aspects and see that we are not distracted in our life from our main goal. That is how this wonderful Eka Ishvara Suktam of 5 mantras. Let us see. Om Atha Atharvana Vedanthargata Ekeshwara Suktam Om Divyo Gandharvo Om Divyo Gandharvo. This Gandharva name is used for Bhagavan Surya. Om Divyo Gandharvo Om Divyo Gandharvo Bhuvanasya Yaspatihi Bhuvanasya Yaspatihi Eka Eva Namasyaha Eka Eva Namasyaha Avikshvidyaha Avikshvidyaha Tantvayaumi Tantvayaumi Brahmana Divyadeva Brahmana Divyadeva नमस्ते अस्तु नमस्ते अस्तु दिविते सधस्थं दिविते सधस्थम् ॐ दिव्यो गन्धर्वो भुवनस्य यस्पतिर् एक एव नमस्यो विक्ष्वीड्यः तन्त्वायौमि ब्रह्मणा दिव्यदेव नमस्ते अस्तु दिविते सदस्तम् ॐ दिव्यो गन्धर्वो भुवनस्य यस्पतिरेक एव नमस्योर्विक्ष्वीड्यः तन्त्वायौमि ब्रह्मणा दिव्यदेव नमस्ते अस्तु दिविते सदस्थम् टु दिवि स्पृष्टो यजतः सूर्यत्व गवयाता गवयाता हरसो दैव्यस्य मृडाद्गन्धर्वो भुवनस्य यः पतिरेक एव नमस्यः सुषेवाः ॐ दिवि स्पृष्टो यजतः सूर्यत्व गवयाता हरसो दैव्यस्य मृडाद्गन्धर्वो भुवनस्य यस्पतिरेक एव नमस्य सुषेवाः दिवि स्पृष्टो यजतः सूर्यत्व गवयाता हरसो दैव्यस्य मृडाद्गन्धर्वो भुवनस्य यस्पतिरेक एव नमस्य सुषेवाः मंत्र नंबर 3 अनवद्याभिः समुजग्म आभिर अप्सरास्वपि गन्धर्व आसीत् समुद्र आसां सदनम् आहुर् यतः सद्य आचपराचयन्ति अनवद्याभिः समुजग्म आभिर् अप्सरास्वपि गन्धर्व आसीत् समुद्र आसां सदनम् आहुर् यतः सद्य आचपराचयन्ति अनवद्याभिः समुजग्म आभिर् अप्सरास्वपि गन्धर्व आसीत् समुद्र आसां सदनम् आहुर् यतः सद्य आचपराचयन्ति फोर्थ अभ्रिये विद्युन् नक्षत्रियेया विश्वावसुं गन्धर्वं सचध्वे गन्धर्वं स च द्वे ताभ्यो वो देवीर्ताभ्यो वो देवीर्नम इत्कृणोमि नम इत्कृणोमि अभ्रिये अभ्रिये विद्युन्नक्षत्रिये या विश्वावसुं गन्धर्वं स च द्वे ताभ्यो वो देवीर्नम इत्कृणोमि अभ्रिये विद्युन्नक्षत्रिये या विश्वावसुं गन्धर्वं स च द्वे ताभ्यो वो देवीर्नम इत्कृणोमि अभ्रिये विद्युन्नक्षत्रिये या विश्वावसुं गन्धर्वं स च द्वे ताभ्यो नो देवीर्नम इत्कृणोमि फिफ्थ वन या क्लन्दास्तमिषी च या क्लन्दास्तमिषी च योक्षकामा मनोमुहः योक्षकामा मनोमुहः ताभ्यो गन्धर्वपत्नीभ्यो ताभ्यो गन्धर्वपत्नीभ्यो अप्सराभ्यो करन्नमः अक्षराभ्यो करन्नमः याः क्लन्दास्तमिषी च योक्षकामा मनोमुहः ताभ्यो गन्धर्वपत्नीभ्यो अप्सराभ्यो करन्नमः याः क्लन्दास्तमिषी च योक्षकामा मनोमुहः ताभ्यो गन्धर्वपत्नीभ्योऽप्सराभ्यो करं नमः. See, this is how our Sankalpa Prarthana, that we be protected on the path of spiritual, let none of the disturbances, distractions disturb us. Om Atha Samrakshanaartham Adhyatmika Marge Pati Samagra Shigra Gamanartham Atharvana Vedantargata Ekeshwara Suktam ॐ दिव्यो गन्धर्वो भुवनस्य यस्पतिर् एक एव नमस्यो विक्ष्वेद्यः तन्त्वायौमि ब्रह्मणा दिव्यदेव नमस्ते अस्तु दिविते सदस्थं दिवि स्पृष्टो यजतः सूर्यत्वगवयाता हरसो दैव्यस्य मृडाद् गन्धर्वो भुवनस्य यः स्पतिर् एव नमस्यः सुषेवाः अनवद्याभिः समुजग्म आभिरप्सरास्वपि गन्धर्व आसीद् समुद्र आसां सदनम् आहुर्यत सद्य आचपराचयन्ति अभ्रिये अभ्रिये विद्युन्नक्षत्रिये या विश्वावसुं गन्धर्वं स च द्वे ताभ्यो नो देवीर्नम इत्कृणोमि याः क्लन्दास्तमिषी च योक्षकामा मनोमुहः ताभ्यो गन्धर्वपत्नीभ्योऽप्सराभ्यो करन्नमः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Again. ॐ दिव्यो गन्धर्वो भुवनस्य यस्पतिर् एक एव नमस्यो विक्ष्वेद्यः तन्त्वायौमि ब्रह्मणा दिव्यदेव नमस्ते अस्तु दिविते सदस्थं दिवि स्पृष्टो यजतः सूर्यत्वगवयाता हरसो दैव्यस्य मृडाद् गन्धर्वो भुवनस्य यस्पतिरेक एव नमस्य सुषेवाः अनवद्याभिः समुजग्म आभिरप्सरास्वपि गन्धर्व आसीत् समुद्र आसां सदनम् आहुर्यत सद्य आचपराचयन्ति अभ्रिये अभ्रिये विद्युन्नक्षत्रिये या विश्वावसुं गन्धर्वं स च द्वे ताभ्यो वो देवीर्नम इत्कृणोमि याः क्लन्दास्तमिषी च योक्षकामा मनोमुहः ताभ्यो गन्धर्वपत्नीभ्योऽप्सराभ्यो करन्नमः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Some devatas have to be saluted, worshipped, namaskara we have to do. So asking them not to create any obstructions, temptations, distractions. Otherwise, they are to test us or even to defeat us, or out of any other their own reasons, can become obstructions. तो उनसे पहले ही हम रास्ता मांग लेते हैं ना, दे विल ऑल्सो फील वेरी हैप्पी। So thus we have done our beautiful Vedic chanting. Now let us do our second one of the Gayatri mantras. Om Namo Narayana. 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 Today we will do Mother Sita Gayatri. Evening we are studying Ramayana also. Okay. Simple mantra. Om जनक नंदिन्यै विद्महे भूमिजायै च धीमहि रामपत्नी च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। जनक नंदिन्यै रामपत्नी तन्नः सीता। Okay. Om, and you know the meaning of vidmahe and dhimahi and prachodayat. So Janaka Nandini, the Raja Janaka, he got her as daughter. Then Rama Patni cha Dhimahi, she was with Rama, fulfilling all the wonderful missions and purposes. May Mother Sita empower our intellects, minds also with all divine qualities, understandings. With this feeling, chant the mantra. ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जनकनन्दिन्यै च विद्महे रामपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्। ओम आदिपराशक्ति स्वरूपिणि श्री महालक्ष्मी स्वरूपिणि श्री सीतामात्रे नमः। तव चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि आत्मानुभवं प्रति प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा. Many a times the contribution of the people are not duly recognized or acknowledged totally, universally, or yeah, totally, or even individual. Whether they do it totally or not, individually, let us do in our own interest. One of the example is Mother Sita. You know, her contribution. That one being with Rama in that Vanavasa Kala, serving him. Second, her Ananya Tiksha Tapasya when she was in Lanka, you know, for Rama, which prompted Rama all the way to go and finish Ravana Adi. And then her whole life and expression, is such a example, you know, for all of us to imbibe that Ananyata. Today we have done the Eka Ishwara Stotram. So Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate, as said in Gita, from Mother Sita, that universal uh, love, well-being for all, and then that single-pointed devotion to Rama Bhagavan, that tapasya, these are the things always have to be kept in mind. Okay, now we have done our second thing of Dhyanam also, mantram. Third topic covers the common sense thought. Today's common sense thought, what we can study is key. Yes, to have the comfort in us, to have security in us, in our life, to be freed from the fears or the anxieties or the uncertainties. We have to have the support in our life. Hold on to that support which makes us stand as well as makes us withstand. Stand strongly and withstand on the all the onslaughts of inner and outer which can take us to anything else, anywhere else. And we are lost. We are confused. We are confounded. We are frightened. We are in vagueness. What's happening in life? What has to happen? So, to avoid all that, have the alambana, have the support. Okay? Hold on to that support on daily basis. That will help. What are the supports that we can hold on to so that we can feel that yes, I'm an individual. I'm the person with some endeavor. I'm not lost. To feel that feeling. some supports we have to have, especially as the age grows, as we start becoming lonely with us for various reasons that the generations change. Our work is over, isn't it? People won't remember us, call us, invite us, one by one start leaving also. That sort of thing comes. And a dissatisfaction or a fear or a sense of loneliness or don't know kya ho raha hai, kya karna. In short, we get lost only. Or wasting our life in the unwanted purposes. Even to avoid that, the strong support and alambanas we have to have for the whole day, for a day and all through the life. एक दिन के लिए रखो. Alambana 1 is our own Ishta Devata. Okay? And to that Ishta Devata, the Alambana is our daily routine, half an hour upasana. You have to do that shit. That becomes an Alambana support for us not to get lost in the mind, in the body, in the senses, in the world, in the darkness, in the ignorance. You know, daily upasana. And most important is to keep up the alertness and awareness. एक उम्र आने के बाद ना that awareness, alertness slowly starts going away. And then we just live like any plant or tree or any animal. Some khana, some sona, that's it we do. That zeal, zest, enthusiasm, the life in the life goes away. To maintain that, to have that awareness. My Lord Rama. So my 20 minutes of upasana to him must have that alambana. Or my Lord Krishna, or my Lord Shiva. So here I am doing Abhisheka with the Purusha Suktam and then doing the Ashtottara Puja and doing the Arati. See, that half an hour, the divine support we are having in our life. With the faith that these prayers are, upasanas are seen, received by the Lord, I have no doubt at all. He'll be empowering me. He'll be giving me the best one. So the Devata Alambana must be there. Don't get lost in life without having convincingly one Devata and we are doing Upasana. That's important. Don't say, I believe in Krishna. Not that way. I am Krishna Bhakta and I am spending 20 minutes in my Krishna Upasana daily. In a long way, it helps us so much, so much. Devi Upasana, Hanumad Upasana, any of the Devata. If you like, Nrsimha Bhagwan, pakad lo. Dakshinamurti Bhagwan, pakad lo. Dattatreya Bhagwan, pakad lo. Any Rupa you like. But my Ishtadeva, daily I am spending 20 minutes in doing that puja which is taught to me. Every one of us, if we consider spiritual, somewhere we have got that guidance as to how to do puja upasana. मिली गया होगा बस. We were negligent, that was there. But याद रख के उसको करो. See that how our time is spent well for that 20 minutes, half an hour. That anxiety, that worry, that tension, that I have to do the puja of the Lord is a healthy one. Otherwise, we'll be anxious, tensed about the unwanted things of the world, or we start becoming indolent, lazy, lethargic, non-aware. Daily, है ना? वो भगवान के पूजा मंदिर में सब सामान इकट्ठा करो करो पूजा. So we are alive, we are active. Our buddhi is working, our mind is working, our hands and legs are working. We are not in a coma. जरूर होना है half an hour upasana. In the same way, equally true is our own guru. है ना? मिले कि नहीं गुरु अभी तक? नहीं स्वामी जी, मिले नहीं, ढूंढा. तो फाइनली सोच रहा हूँ कि मैं खुद ही गुरु बनूं. बनना है तो बनो दूसरों के लिए, बट यू डोंट पुट योर ओन फोटो एंड डू पूजा. our own Guru. To the Guru also our Upasana. Feel that 20 minutes I am giving to my Guru and my Lord and properly doing that Upasana. To the Guru also. Abhisheka and all, Archana and Ajaya Namaha, Vyaya Namaha, Vinashini Namaha. Any of the Guru we want. Adi Shankara Bhagwan, Shankaracharya Varyaya Namaha, Brahmananda Pradayakaya Namaha, Ajnana Timiraadityaya Namaha, Suknyana Buddhi Chandra Pase Namaha, Varnashra Pradishthatre Namaha, Srimate Namaha, Mukti Pradayakaya Namaha. You do it, Guru, whom you met in your life, who has blessed you. Definitely every one of us must have got into any of the great Mahatma in our life, in our spiritual journey. हमको तो गुरुदेव तो मिल ही गए और क्या चाहिए. Nice, isn't it? 20 minutes we are always in touch with our Guru Maharaj, doing that upasana, asking him to bless us, be with us, empower us, guide us. ये हाफ एन आवर 20 मिनट दोनों के लिए कर दिया. आलम्बना इन लाइफ मस्ट बी देयर. उपासना आलम्बना इज बहुत बहुत आवश्यक. ओम रामाय नमः, रामभद्राय नमः, रामचंद्राय नमः, राजीवलोचनाय नमः, जैत्रे नमः, जटामित्राय नमः. वंडरफुल. श्री कृष्णाय नमः, कमलानाथाय नमः, वासुदेवाय नमः, सनातनाय नमः, वसुदेवात्मजाय नमः, पुण्याय नमः, लीलामार्च. एनीथिंग. ओम भवाय देवाय नमः, शर्वाय देवाय नमः, ईशानाय देवाय नमः, पशुपते देवाय नमः, शिवाय नमः, महेश्वराय नमः, शंभवे नमः, पिनाकिने नमः. तो डेली उसमें आधा घंटा. दैट्स आवर हिंदू ट्रेडिशन. You know, everybody is a sadhak. Whether it is a brahmachari, grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasi. And a sadhaka is basic to all. If somebody is in the brahmacharya ashrama, going to the gurukula and studying is addition. If somebody is got married, living the grahastha ashrama, it's an addition. If there are additions, otherwise basically all are sadhaka. और हर एक को गुरु दैव उपासना का आलम्बन डेली होना है. दैट नाता बना के रखना है. And don't live in a vagueness of no planning, no program, and waiting for someone to come and kidnap. अरे ऐसा क्यों? Should not we have our own committed sadhanas as our own alambana? That's a support to me. And in the course of time, these supports are the one which are going to bless us. These supports. Not saying again, ki he is my guru. Not sufficient. Doing that upasana puja. Guru upasana, Daiva upasana. And in this text, just after three mantras, the last mantra is this one. Yasya deve para bhaktihi yatha deve tatha guru. Tasyete katita hyarthaha prakashante mahatmanaha. That is the last mantra of this Upanishad which we are studying from almost 780 days. Today 770, 90, 80 days away, exactly, 780. Okay? Second one is this alambana. Daily, not once in a while. Third alambana, definitely I recommend is every day we have to do this satsanga shravana. That tattva shastra shravana. You know, lucky we are today's day that physically we need not go out anywhere like the earlier days of inconveniences. That वहाँ मंदिर है घर से 3 किलोमीटर दूर. There some Mahatma has come. He is giving pravachan, so I have to घसीट के जाओ. Now not required. This is a facility. We have to utilize it. That in our own houses comforts, we can through this media can listen to satsang. Definitely every day that 1 hour तक सुनना ही पड़ेगा. You are doing, some of you. I congratulate you. That through somebody's speaking and we listening to them, we are updated in our information. We are what you call reminded in our information. We are also at a humble level that somebody is teaching and I am learning. Otherwise, we think that we know everything. That ego will be there. So that alambana that I am listening to someone, the tattva jnana. Wonderful alambana, you see. That also stick to one. preferably. If you are a mind of wanting to listen to all, that also you do. उसमें फिर वो इतना सारा इंफॉर्मेशन लेकर खिचड़ी हो सकता है. From one person, one shastra only you are continuously listening, it will help. Because the topic in that as he is teaching is developed systematically. So yesterday we saw how nicely the summary of Laghu Vakya Vritti in that just 10-12 minutes. Same way in the Ramacharita how we saw that summary of what so far was taught. The Shiva Smarana, the Rama Smarana, then Shiva telling the Parvatis, the Rama is so great. Then the Jayantopakhyanā, then how beautifully Rama reached to that Dandakaranya Atrimuni ashrama, how Atrimuni received, worshipped him, then looking at his face, so happy, he started doing Nirguna Saguna Stuti. See, we saw that summary of all that. In the same way, 15 minutes we have spent yesterday in summarizing the topic that's being discussed. What is the meaning of Samara Samanantara Samsmrutyanubhava Varnanam? We explained the life itself is a Samara Yuddha. In that life, somebody may also have the Yuddha to be faced. Like in the case there, all the Sainyas, Raja Vidurata, Sindhu Raja. In the Yuddha of the life, in the Yuddha of real Yuddha, end will be death. So when we die, that's called Samara Samanantara. What happens? Where do we go? What decides where do we go? All the discussion we gave introduction then. The difference between the Samashti Srushti by the Brahmadeva and the Jiva's Srushti we have explained yesterday. So from someone when we listen, we'll be better, more informed. So this Alambana, this Shravana is also of the very, very high help. तीन हो गए. Every day करना है हमको. That's how our time has to be spent, in which our sharira is alert, indriyas are alert, mana alert, buddhi alert, and all are divinized, because what three alambanas we took are divine alambanas. ये पकड़ के रखना है बस. Calling oneself to be adhyatmika jiva sadhaka and not having any of these alambanas. Again waiting for somebody is doing some puja, they will invite me, I will go. That is in the initial days. We have to go to the next level of ourselves doing the upasana. आप ऐसे बैठे रहते हो, कोई पूजा वहां कर रहे. Instead of that, yourself take bath, sit and yourself touching your own Lord there and doing that tilaka, doing that vastra dharana, doing all the puja, and every day doing. Are we not giving ourselves chance to be more and more closer to the Lord? Isn't it? The joy of ourselves doing is so much. मस्त रहता हो if you really are habituated to that alambana taking. तीन हो गए. Now the fourth alambana is very important. What is it? Ourselves taking up one shastra and doing the swadhyaya every day, preferably tattva shastra. And whatever we are listening in the satsang, that alone if you take, double dhamaka ho jayega. We are listening in the class also, we are studying and contemplating also, then that text's knowledge at least becomes clear in our understanding. Shwethashwathara, in the first chapter, these were the topics covered. Second, these topics. Third, these fourth. Or Bhagavad Gita. So we are listening the Arjuna Vishad Yoga. These are the topics 7 we were discussing. In this second chapter of Sankhya Yoga also, 7 topics. And then the last one, Sita Prajna Lakshanas, we are seeing. So you will understand it. Intellect always remains alert. The biggest problem is intellect becoming dull. It is becoming vague, then becoming slave to the villains called as mind and senses. Then we indulge in the world, and we just lose sight of goal and life. Just we end up in doing all nonsense. Now, what specifications I have to tell? We all know how do we get lost. To avoid that, the Chaturtha Alambana is our own Shastra Adhyayana. Seriously, half an hour minimum. Are we doing any of these four things? On everyday basis? Already your 2.5 hours are consumed. Because I said puja 20 minutes, but तैयारी करने के लिए 10 मिनट लग ही जाता है. I said satsang, but that takes your readiness coming. Kitab padna, notes likhna, that also consumes time. Imagine in a day in this way, 2.5, 3 hours we have spent. Regularly, we got the alambana. To claim also कि मैं साधना कर रहा हूँ, साधक हूँ, and to feel happy also, yes. That joy of I am doing something always is enough. Always required to balance the regrets and guilts that I am not able to do anything. I कर रहा हूँ daily. Like when I look back every day, I feel guilty, regretted कि यार इतना time waste हो रहा है. Again I balance myself. कम से कम 5-6 सत्संग तो कर रहा हूँ. वो भी नहीं किया था करता हूँ तो पड़े रहेंगे हम सड़े रहेंगे. That is the highest crime we commit to ourselves, towards ourselves, that सड़े पड़े रहना. No, we have to be active and active spiritually, especially after one age. All your social obligations are taken care. All our other things are done when we are in that prime time, prime age. After the age of 60, bas, maximum 62. All were too many social obligations, not minding spirituality. Now, the spiritualities are the obligations. We have to accept. So, the Chaturtha Alambana is of Shastra Adhyanam, right? The Panchama Alambana is what? The Ekagrata Abhyasas. In that, the three things. One, the Japa Sadhana, which is given by your Guru. Or you only have chosen a mantra. हर दिन आधा घंटा उसके लिए लगाना ही पड़ेगा कम से कम. ओंकार साधना करो, भगवान कृष्ण नाम कहो, राम नाम कहो, सम जप ऑफ द सम देवता और मंत्र daily should happen, not once in a while. A particular sankhya. Om Namah Shivaya, 5 mantras I do every day. See, 10-12 minutes is spent in it, no? 15 minutes or 10 malas minimum. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Om Aim Hrim Shrim Klim Sau Shri Matre Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Namaha. Om Shri Dakshinamurte Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Lakshmi Narasimhaya. How many mantras are there? Alambana. Panchma of the Japa Sadhana. Chata is the Alambana of some stotram also. Stotras can be every day fresh and new. Regular one or two you take up which have touched your heart, in which all that's required for you is there in it. अपने choice के मुताबिक. When you have heard so many stotrams, एक आधे में click होते हैं हमारे लिए. Hold on to them. Somebody may like Lingashtakam, somebody may like Bala Mukundashtakam, some stotra. And here daytime we have learned the Lalita Sahasranama Stotra, Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra. If you cannot chant 180 mantras every day, daily make 30, तो 6 दिन में एक राउंड हो जाएगा. Who says not? That after the japa, the stotra parayana alambana should be definitely there with us. The Kala Bhairava Ashtaka stotrams are there. Adbhuta Dakshinamurti stotram, wonderful, it can be recommended. Lakshmi Nrsimha Karavalamba stotram, that can be. There are thousands. We taught you all during our daytime classes, night, evening classes, even morning also. तो आलम्बन पकड़ो हर दिन स्तोत्रों का पढ़ने का बढ़िया रहता है. Sanskrita, they have to be, I suggest specially, because we slowly get habituated to that Sanskrita Bhasha. That's why I'm doing every day the Veda Parayana. नहीं तो भूल जाएंगे. Luckily nowadays the Lord has given this online thing. कोई सुने या ना सुने इसके बहाने मैं तो कर लेता हूँ. I am to doing at least for my sake. My attention is on me doing. One or two, if you come and get benefit, it's good for you. Okay, the Stotra Parayanam is required. How many alambanas? Daiva Upasana alambana, Guru Upasana alambana, Shastra Satsanga Shravana alambana, Shastra Swadhyaya alambana. The fifth one is Japa Sadhana alambana. The sixth one is the Stotra Parayana alambana. Sixth one is Stotra. Seventh one is again some 10-12 minutes, some bhajana or kirtana alambana to lighten yourself. Some bhajans have the beautiful meaning of surrendering to the Lord. When we surrender to the divine, though throughout these programs we are doing with surrender only, but such bhajans really give a soothing effect. उसका भी आलम्बना ले सकते हैं. The seventh alambana. Okay, then the eighth alambana is what? Last but not the least is alambana of daily talking to your Guru or God. Guru and God. I say 5 minutes. At this level I am now, oh Lord, protect me, take care of me, take me to the next level. I want to grow spiritually. I want to have that anubhuti. If not you, who is there to guide me, bless me? इन दिस वे एकांत में 5 मिनट अपने भगवान से बात कर. These are the 8 alambanas we can have every day. Later on, the same alambanas become more intense and deep. At the time of studying Shastra only, the manana, chintana, dhyana, these all can be taken as higher and deeper alambanas. This is what we said now is to begin with, so that we are happy. My days spent substantially, positively, divinely. Then one or two things are what? Focus on the health management. That goes without saying. Then any social obligations, and if it is too compulsory, yes, once in a while. That is also part of life. But taking care of health is very essential. Then the most important of all this is what? Ki, I am doing these many sadhanas. When will happen, I don't know, but it shall happen that the divine will fully take charge of me and he will empower me in such a way that all vagueness goes away. I clearly understand the goal of life, the purpose of life, and I even reach to that goal. Everyone have done this way only have reached to the goal. I am also doing today. I will definitely reach. I am not worried about other things. I am concerned about what I have to do. I am doing it and I am even putting it in front of Lord. Dekho Bhagwan, you gave me the life, you gave me the day. These are the things I have done. I am putting at your feet. Now the ball is in your court. That you have to take care of me. And that faith in us. I am doing what I have to do. My Lord is taking care of me. That faith. More higher faith is that spiritual goal or the truth reality, realizing which is our goal, that also is going to happen to us. I am in the process of making myself to be a fit sadhaka, deserving sadhaka, to be blessed by the Lord. I am in the process as a feel karo whole day. I am traveling. Before I reach to my sanctum, sanctorium of a temple, I may not in the line or I may not started from my house en route to the temple. So starting from the house itself also is the sadhana. Being on the path towards the temple also is a part of the Bhagavad Darshanam. Standing in the queue also is a part of Bhagavad Darshanam. So we are doing every day is a part of Bhagavad Darshanam. कर रहे हैं ना, तो यही धीरे धीरे हमें नारायण क्वालिफाई करेगा आके आगे जाकर. वॉट एवर द subtleties are required, whatever the deeper thinkings are required, that will happen. For example, when you do this, a time will come wherein throughout the day, Naham Dehosmi, Naham Jivosmi, Aham Brahmasmi, thought starts becoming stronger. Then, a little higher level, we become so much aware every moment that is my life I am conducting, strengthening my Deha Jiva Bhava, or I am very acutely aware about it and seeing to that Aham Brahmasmi alone is valued or maintained. Thereafter, even on the seat of meditation also, we will be able to in moments time withdraw our attention from these Dehadi Upadhi and focus on the self, taking the support of some or the other Upanishadic mantras. उपनिषद मंत्रों के आधार पर through contemplation reaching to the divine also will occur to us en route. मतलब as we are proceeding now, one day. These are all we have to achieve it. So this is how the alambanas and the alambana of the faith, and feel that I am on the good path. Thank God. Whichever, whatever the blessings coming to me from whomever, prayers to all of them, my gratitudes. Please continue. So, as we just now saw in the Ekatha Suktam, oh, all the forces don't negatively affect me, don't distract me from this good path. And then one more awareness कि खाने से लेकर के सोने से लेकर तक in between our दिनचर्या we have to be careful. कोई दुस्संगति में तो नहीं पड़ रहे, कोई दुष्कर्म तो नहीं कर रहे, अनुचित कर्म तो नहीं कर रहे. Only the avarchaniya karma we have to do. If it is the varchaniya, it's to be given up as adhyatmic sadhaka, should not enter in that only. This is the 10th point. And the 11th one is, in this way while living, relax. Be in the loving kind of mood of prayers for the entire universe's well-being. Anybody comes, give that love time, not at the cost of your sadhanas. You stick to your all sadhanas. Spare that evening 1 hour if somebody wants to meet you. Isn't it? Or before anybody expected to come, which happens generally after 9-10, सुबह ही अपना 5 से उठकर 10 के बीच में ये सारे साधनाएं करके रख दिया मानो. Then you can be relaxed to do all that. And at home, if any help is required, do it. In that way, live life fully with absolute alertness as much as our life is there. Even if you have grown up to the age of 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, जब तक है हम ऐसे alertness के साथ, commitment के साथ, with the purpose in the mind and knowing what to do, let us doing them spend the time. Isn't it? And these all habits, when conducted for a few lives, then we become matured. In that maturity, the things start happening. What is the thing to happen? The substratum clearly understood, experienced from that standpoint. All else is either that substratum only or do not exist, does not exist. Thus, the play is going on without any substantial consequence. But it's a play. Play has no consequence. In the play only there is joy. The life is a game to be played. That's it. We are the players. Joy is in playing. That's it. There is no victory and defeat concepts. They all bring the ego. There's nobody to win. There's nobody to lose. The game should win. The play should win. Bhagavan Krishna is to play with all the Gwala Bala. Every day you will spend time. Game. न जीतने के लिए न हारने के लिए. But enjoying the game. Later on we understand I'm already that Brahman. So living that Brahman is the purpose. I have already achieved it. I have nothing to achieve, nowhere to go, nothing to gain. It's just being in the self. Upadhis have their own prarabdha. That will go through. Usme kya hai? The go to long back, the position of the upadhis is understood and accepted. Out of prarabdha, they have come from the Panchamahabhutas. It will go one day. Already gone. A highly wise person already has merged in his intellectual understanding his Sthula Deha in the Panchamahabhutas. Already merged because it is made of that only. मरने के बाद मेरा देह पंचभूत में मिलेगा, अरे अब अलग है क्या? Every day we are consuming panchamahabhuta. That's why we are alive. मिट्टी खा रहे हैं ना through the सब्जी and चावल. That's मिट्टी only. पानी पी रहे, अग्नि है अंदर, हवा लेते ही जा रहे हैं 24 hours. Then we are occupying this space. पंचमहाभूत में ही है this शरीर always. It is not me or mine. I maintain it, I use it. It's a part of that. A highly wise person gets convinced. And remember, all these things have to be a conviction level we have to take them to. And live those convictions so strongly that nothing can compromise us. No emotions, no sentiments, no obligations, no any external misguidances, nor comparison with others. We are getting the best information, and these are all the best things to be done. Do them in a best manner. You are the best. Then one prayer to Lord. भगवान देखो शास्त्र और गुरुओं के मार्गदर्शन से what is to be done I am doing. You are there, you watch, you put me on right direction, you take me towards you. This is the prayer. So these are the few alambanas when we have and spend our day. Then the unwanted fears, anxieties, excitements, tensions, expectations from the people, the depressions, the dejections, the despondencies, the sense of fears, the lonelinesses, which are all uncalled for. They will go away. One day spent like that. Next day comes, welcome it, do it. Don't worry about I am becoming old. Why you are Brahman? Brahman is beyond time. ओल्ड एज शरीर का है, वो आपको क्या लेगा? इनमें से जो जो भी जब तक करते जाते हैं करते जाओ, खींचते जाना. After certain time, one or two things cannot be done. Like the Guru Upasana, Daiva Upasana. When you become very old, the hands like that time you can't do. Then don't be obstinate there. The best thing at that time is do them in the mind. Not now only when you are intact and healthy. अब तो करना पड़ेगा. अब करने का टाइम ही मेंटली करोगे अभी से. Later on, even if physically we cannot do, never mind. In the mind you can do it. उठा, हाथ पैर धो ली, बैठे. Even without you are taking bath, in your mind you can give bath to the Lord. Because you are told by the doctor not to take the bath in the morning because you have the pneumonia and all those problems. But in the mind you can do to the Lord. Lord doesn't feel bad. आप बड़ा अनुष्ठान कर रहे हो, साधना कर रहे हो. You are doing all these Shastra told processes to please the Paramatma, the manager of the whole universe. And he will manage me too. So you are doing it. Right? In while doing all of that, habitually we do, convincingly we do, joyfully we do, without compromising we do. And anywhere, one or two things sometimes, if you cannot do because of any other compulsory reasons, don't be guilty or regretted. And don't allow it to make it a habit again. You are skipping again one by one, going back to square one. Itna badhiya with conviction, commitment, regularity, you have built your day and routine. Don't allow it to get let loose. Always hold on to the higher to leave the lower. Never give up the higher to hold on to the lower sadhanas, lower way of life. Isn't it? This is how today's main point is alambana for the jivana every day. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Om Sarashibhyo Mahadbhyo नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः सच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ सुकृतेऽधिकृते बहुधा भवतो भविता समदर्शनलालसता अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय मां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिविश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्तितेषु निरन्तर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुविघ्न शाश्वतसमूलनिर्मूलनपूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्माद् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः अद्य शङ्कर भाष्यसमेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ॐ नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। पारायणमथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः 10, 11, 12। ॐ मायां तु प्रकृतिं विद्यात् मायिनं च महेश्वरं तस्यावयवभूतैस्तु व्याप्तं सर्वमिदं जगत् यो योनिम् अधितिष्ठत्येकः यस्मिन्निदं संच विचैति सर्वं तमीशानं वरदं देवमेड्यं निचाय्ये मां शान्तिमत्यन्तमेति यो देवानां प्रभवश्चोद्भवश्च विश्वाधिपो रुद्रो महर्षिः हिरण्यगर्भं पश्यत जायमानं स नो बुद्ध्या शुभया संयुनक्तु। Chanted. Now the study, the 19th mantra. Chant it 4 times of the 6th chapter. Om Nishkalam Nishkriyam Shantam Niravadyam Niranjanam Amrutasya Paragum Setum Dagdhendanamivanalam. Again, Nishkalam Nishkriyam Shantam Niravadyam Niranjanam Amrutasya Param Setum Dagdhendhanamivanam. Again, Om Nishkalam Nishkriyam Shantam Niravadyam Niranjanam Amrutasya Param Setum Dagdhendhana Ivanalam. Om Nishkalam Nishkriyam Shantam Niravadyam Niranjanam Amrutasya Paragum Setum Dagdhendhanamivanalam. These are all the Swarupa Lakshana Paramatma Tattva. These Lakshana Yukta Paramatma alone is Sadvastu. He alone is Sarva Vyapakaha. That alone is our Nija Swarupa also. That alone we have to realize and abide in. Now, we being so much lost in the Rupa Nama Adi, we think all this is substantial and real. These Lakshanas of Paramatma appear to be, disinteresting to us. उसमें कोई मतलब ही नहीं है, हम सोचते अरे वही सब है मतलब का, बाकी जिसको आप मतलब है मान रहे हो उसका कोई मतलब नहीं. What is the matlab in our life? Again, with regard to Artha Kama, Some or the other money or friends or people or things have to be gained and somehow indulge in them. In that, like a rat always looking here and there for its food, or like a dog on the road looking here and there for the food, or any of the insects you see, any of the bird, any of the animal, they only look for three things. You know, one is eating, second is mating, third is resting. Busily उसी में है वो. We think our life also is right that way. No, that's animalistic. The human life is to abide in the self. These are the lakshanas. So these are all highly meditative, contemplative words on the lakshana of the reality. This is of the Paramatma. और यही सत्य है. All that what we think as Satya we are seeing is not Satya. It's all projected on it. Not knowing this for millions of lives, we were going on giving importance to the projected. And we are lost in it, drowned in it only. फिर भी हमको समझ में नहीं आता. अब समझ रहे हैं ना? समझो. So, for all the people in the Upanishad Ukta, Brahma Vidya or Brahma Jnana, Atma Jnana, it appears to be हमको नहीं चाहिए, हमें जरूरत नहीं है. अरे, that is the real knowledge. What knowledge you talk as physics or chemistry or medicine or engineering and all, ये सब अविद्या है, बकवास. Even the Vedanta Jnana, Upanishad Jnana, when it is only Siddhanta, Buddhigata, that also is put in avidya or not in the Mundaka Upanishad. अपराविद्या में डाल दिया कि नहीं, है ना? तत्र परा, है ना? ऋग्वेद यजुर्वेद सामवेद अथर्वण शिक्षा कल्पो व्याकरणम छंद निरुक्तम ज्योतिषम. These are all Vedanga. All of them are put in avidya only. What to talk about your whole worldly vidyas? As we said yesterday, two times I remember in two different classes, that till we are exposed to the Upanishadic Brahma Vidya alone, that these things are important. Once the Brahma Vidya gaining starts happening, all else are lesser and lesser in importance. They're all para, apara vidya mein dal diya. What is para? Only one. Para, atapara, yaya, tad aksharam adhigamyate. That aksharata, imperishability, अक्षर नहीं होता हुआ, नाश को नहीं पाता हुआ, यथावत हमेशा रहने वाला शाश्वत अनंत परमात्मा. That knowing it alone is paravidya. These shlokas taking us to that paratattva. This is paravidya. Give importance to it. All other things. So importantly, कि I as an individual in this society have to become famous, should have the name and fame. Others should recognize me. That nonsense we have to come out of. We are the most lucky ones if nobody knows us and we know the reality. What others should know me? If somebody knows me, they will know me only as the Upadhyukta Jiva. So for the sake of them knowing me, I have to remain as Jiva. देखो कितना सूक्ष्म है ये ज्ञान और जरूरत भी है कि नहीं. For somebody's sake, I have to come and act as a jiva and get bound. I am Brahman, bhai. I have to realize that and stay in that. And if anybody comes to listen Brahma Vidya from me, I'll give that to them. Other than that, I have to be an individual recognized by the society. Is opposite or negative or wrong as per the Vidya, Brahma Vidya Drishti se. If the one who understands this way, the Vedanta Jnana, and is trying to become one with the reality, he is not interested in his own individuality. मैं खुद ही इससे तंग हूं मैं. What I am, a Swami. What Swami usually? You are Brahman. Everybody is Brahman for that matter. Therefore, nobody is important as other than being Brahman. Isn't it? In Vyavahar, you can कर दी, but that person is Brahman only to me. And that Brahman I am already, though I need not have a special relation with him. I have to have a relation with him only as Brahman. See, All the obstructions, all the mental hallucinations, in a moment, they go away. Think, right? So, Nishkalam, Nishkriyam, Shantam, Niravadyam, Niranjanam, Amrutasya Paragam Setum, Dagdhendhanam Ivanalam. 5 plus 2, 7 words. And it is accusative case. Complete it with the nominative and Kriyapada. They are said in the earlier shloka last line. Aham mumukshuhu sharanam prapadye. So aham mumukshuhu nishkalam paramatmanam sharanam prapadye. Aham mukshuhu mumukshuhu nishkriyam paramatmanam sharanam prapadye. See the completeness of the sentence. Aham, me, mumukshuhu, who has want only one thing called as moksha. That Paramatma who is explained here as Nishkriyam or Shantam, Sharanam Prapadye, I am surrendering. So to this sloka having all words in accusative case, the nomination first case, then Kriya for the third case, bring from the earlier mantra, which we give you examples. Now one by one word, Nishkalam. Yesterday we saw Kalaha Avayavaha. Kala means Avayavas, parts, limbs. Nirgataha yasmat, have gone once for all, means the one who is never having anything as parts, that he is the assembly of the parts. No, he himself is a whole, in him there are no parts. Nishkalam is niravayavam. Nirgataha avayavaha yasmat tam nishkalam. Paramatmanam aham mumukshuho sharanam prapadye. Okay. Now in this world, that way if you see, nothing is real because of this one reason, that they are all sakala. Kala means parts, like a car. With you are traveling in that car for 20 years, traveling some 4 5 lakhs of kilometers. Yet that car is not real because it is sakala. It is with all the parts. For the sake of decency, convenience, and communication, you are calling it as a car, but car as such is not there. It is an assembly of all the parts. है ना, वो सकड़ है, the tires and the tubes and all, and that's why anytime the parts get displaced or dismantled or removed, the car never exists only. Even while existing, for convenience sake, we call it as car, but it is not real. Anything is real should stand independently, but the car never stands independently. It depends on so many parts. नहीं है तो parts, वो कार बेकार हो जाएगा. Anything you take in this world, a house, it is sakala. All the bricks and iron and cement और window के लिए wood, इतना मिलाकर वो घर बना. घर नाम कोई चीज है ही नहीं. Anything you in this way start visualizing, the reality given to them goes. Our sthula sharira also, it is avayava yukta, it is not real. है ना, कुछ अवयव नहीं है तो भी जिंदगी चलता है. लाइक दिमाग यूज करते ही नहीं, बट चल रहा है. क्या यार, तुम बचपन से देख रहे हो दिमाग नहीं है. हाँ, भगवान शायद भूल गए मेरे को देना. मेरे को भी नहीं पता, मेरे को भी पता है. सम पीपल से यस यस ही गेव सो मेनी बट मिस्ड. जैसे आपको यात्रा में जाते हो तो बहुत चीजें ले जाते हो, एक मिस करते हो, टिकट ही मिस करते हो. इसलिए भगवान आल्सो माइट हैव मिस टू गिव मी द दिमाग, पर जिंदगी चलता है. बट सम पार्ट्स एट द बॉडी लेवल, द हार्ट और द किडनीज और समथिंग, और नहीं है तो कहाँ जाओगे. एक हाथ नहीं है तो चलता है, एक पाँव नहीं है तो चलता है. बट ऑन द होल द बॉडी इज मेड ऑफ पार्ट्स. सकल. In this world, everything is with parts. A tree, it has its parts of the roots and trunks and all. नहीं है तो जिंदा रहेगा नहीं वो. You take an animal, it has got its own limbs. बिना उसका वो भी नहीं जीता. So the word nishkala is kalaha avayavaha nirgataha. Nihi means nirgataha yasmat. Tam nishkalam paramatmanam aham narayana sharanam prabhadye mumukshu vai. One point. Second is what? Within ourselves on the seat of contemplation, we have to reach to that partless whole being in us. And if it is partless and whole being, interesting thing is it should be pervading all the parts, same time not getting partitioned because of the parts. That state of being in me is called Brahma state. Like the Shuddha Chaitanya Atma, is it there in Jagrat? Yeah. Swapna? Yeah. Sushupti? Yeah. So in me, in all these avasthas, three of them, the Aham is fully there. But is it touched by Jagrat? No. Touched by Swapna? No. Touched by the ignorance of the Nidra? No. I am that. And these all parts, as we said now, the three dehas, three avasthas, Maya Kalpita and projected on the Adhisthana. Adhisthana being me, projected on me. Projected on me by me only. How? By taking them to be me. I am Nishkala Paramatma. I am that whole. In the whole, Paramatma, WH Valley, there cannot be any parts. You imagine the parts. Imagining the parts in the whole is called creation, in which we are caught up. So Nishkalam is a very good for contemplation. That which is a whole, therefore no parts. Nishkalam is equal to Purnam only. So, Kalaha Avayavaha Nirgataha Yasmat Nishkalam. Okay? Second word today we'll see Nishkriyam. So, Nishkriyam means Swamahima Pratishtitam Kutastam iti Artaha. What is Niskriyam? Swamahima Pratishtitam. That self is established in its own Mahima of, again, Purnata, Anantata and the Ananda. The one who is Purna, just feel the meaning of the word. The one who is Ananta, the one who is Ananda Swarupa. For him, what Kriya is needed to be done to achieve what? भगवान अपने महिमा में प्रतिष्ठित है, जो अनंत है, जो सत है, चित है. Therefore, he doesn't need to do any kriya. Swamahimni pratishtitam ataha niskriyam. In our layman language, kriyas or the karmas. Not, don't add both of them. Kriya karma ho jayega. Are done to gain something which is away from us. To hold it from going away from us. To improve upon it. To modify it. To rectify it. For all these purposes, the kriyas are done. The Paramatma is me only. So nothing to there to be obtained. And improvability not required is Purna. Any rectification, no malice in him. There were all those things that are required. For having the Kriya, Karma, are not valid in Paramatma Tattva. Therefore, Nishkriyam. बात परमात्मा अनंत है तो उनको क्रिया करना क्या है? वो जो शांत है अनंत बनने को वो क्रियाएं करनी पड़ती. फॉर ही निष्क्रिय. He is all pervading. He has nothing to achieve, nowhere to go. Therefore, no kriya in him. This is one of the thoughts. At a higher matured state, we have to catch, not in the initial stages. What is it? I have nothing to do, I have nowhere to go, I have nothing to achieve. Why in the later stage? Why not in the beginning? In the beginning, you have a lot to do. You have to come to class, you have to listen to Upanishad, you have to understand Tattva Jnana, you have to do your Upasanas. After all these are done and we have come to a stabilized station in our life, then while doing the due meditation and sadhanas, other than that, I have nothing to do, nothing to achieve, nowhere to go. Even little higher may jai, only one meditation. I am that self which is infinite. Therefore, I have nothing to obtain. Being कहते हैं उसको. I am just a being. That's called स्वमहिम्नि स्थितम. वही वर्ड यहाँ यूज किया. I'm in my own pristine glory. I'm that Brahman who's all pervading. What else? No anxiety, excitement. I don't have the excitement even to become Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara. तो क्या है कि जरूरत नहीं वो मैं तो ब्रह्म बस. निष्क्रिय वर्ड आल्सो इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग है ना. कभी कभी लाइफ में वन डे निष्क्रिय रहो बट अलर्ट रहो. You see, nothing is lost. That freedom also from the entanglements, we have to learn or gain or master. At the later stage, after all refinement, rectification, purification happens, and we are deeply in the understanding of the Upanishadic Brahma Tattva. Thereafter, Guru himself says, just be the self, you have nothing to do, nowhere to go. Like Tapor Maharaj. He never came down of Himalaya. कहाँ जाऊं मैं क्यों जाऊं करना क्या मुझे पाना क्या है और बोल सब कर रहे हैं ना अरे they are deluded. They don't know the reality. I know it. I am the Brahman who is everywhere. I am that. I have nothing lacking in me that I have to do something to achieve. And there is nothing other than me also to achieve. अरे ये अलग ही होता है निष्क्रिय वाला स्थिति. Karma rahitya because the purnata and there is nothing to be done or achieved. Nishkalam, nishkriyam. Okay. Now the third one is nishkriya means swapahimni pratishthitam, therefore kutastham ityartha. I am in my pristine glory of all pervading Brahman, stationed. I have nothing to do to achieve anything else. This same thing said in different Prakarana Granthas, Upanishads, in different language. You know, Kim prajaya karishyamo yesham naha ayam atma ayam lokaha. One place. Another, atmanam chet vijaniyat ayam asmiti purushaha kimichan kasya kamaya shariram anusanjaret or kimichan kasyava hetoho deham pushnati tattvavidu. So these are the different hundreds of quotations which summarize this that for a Brahmagnani he has no kartavya to do to achieve. That's the Gita, third chapter. Yato atmaratireva syad atmatruptasya manavaha atmanyeva santushtatasya karyam na vidyate. In Gita again, second chapter, Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha. Na ena prapimihati sitvasyam antakalapi brahma nirvana. Everywhere the nishkriya sthiti of the self is known. And the highest sadhana later on is nishkriya. Because to do any kriya or karma, the karta has to come. Karmendriyas have to become aware of. We have to become aware of them. Then the physical karma has to be done. And it gives the result. हमारे पीछे पड़ता है वो कर्म. The nishkriyatva is the highest sadhana. कल एक आध और बात है उसका देखकर then we go to the shantam niravadhyam niranjanam. Thank you. Om 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 पूर्णमदः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Thank you. Come for Gita Adhyayam.